Shalom Akim. This is Yabatazah coming back again with another video. Alright, today I'm just going to speak about being in heaviness. Alright. And just something that I've noticed now that we're getting closer to the Passover. I'm starting to grow more heavier in my spirit. Feeling more, down, because we know the story, so we know how it went down, and none of us want to fall in that lot. That's why it's important to remain humble and loyal, uh obedient, and things of that nature towards Yahweh Shai, in order for us to be safe in that time, whether it be before or after or during the Passover, because Yahweh Shai can allow any of us to be taken out at any given time. Okay, but I just wanted to get into that. This is James 4:8. It says, "Draw nigh to Yahweh, and He will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded." Right. So Yahweh is saying, "Hey, if you draw nigh to me, I'll draw nigh to you. You do your part, I'll do my part." Okay, it's not like Yahweh Shai. They're not like women out here, or these half-stepping ass men out here that don't want to meet you halfway. That's the way it has to be. We have to meet in the middle. It takes two. Basically, that's what he's saying. But get yourself right. Keep your eyes single. Verse 9, "Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness." So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai requires a man to have a broken and contrite spirit. He despises those that are proud. The scriptures say pride is hateful before the Most High. Okay, now I'm going to go into that word heaviness. All right.
Strong's G 2726. Katephaya.
Khan. It says right here, the root word etymology from a compound of G2596 and perhaps a derivative of the base of G5316, meaning downcast and look. All right. But it's not about the outer appearance, because anybody can put on a face. It's talking about the spirit, because that's what Yahweh Shem Yahweh said. They look inside the inner man. Okay. It says the outline of biblical usage: a downcast look expressive of sorrow, shame, dejection, gloom. And that's what the spirit we had to be in that time. But at the same time, with faith and confidence. But know that we're coming into a serious time. Okay? And know that this is in remembrance of Yahweh Shai, what he went through. And like I was saying earlier, it's just like people in the world, or like people in the world, they don't know how serious a thing is until it gets closer to that day. Day by day, it's getting closer and closer. It's like you have to go to court. Okay, I got a month until I have to go to court. So all that time, you ain't worrying about it too much. But then you got a week left till you have to go to court. So you're like, damn, then you start thinking about it more. And then by the time you know it, you're having to go to court, and you're already nervous, feeling nauseous, hoping that the judge will have mercy on you, There's been times where I know I wasn't even guilty and I still felt that way. Because you just never know. Especially, with the way these, the law is here, they can uh, plant something, convict you unjustly, you know. But I ain't trying to deviate what I'm trying to talk about. But that's the type of uh, mindset or spirit that we have to be in. And now that I'm getting closer to the Passover, I've noticed that my spirit is getting heavier and heavier, you know, and it's something that I can't explain or nothing like that. I mean, I do my best, but only I understand what I'm going through. But at the end of the day, each brother has to have that same spirit. Is what I'm getting into. So that word heaviness means to have a downcast look, expressive of sorrow, shame, dejection, gloom, because we're not worthy of nothing, man. You know, in all our righteousness, we're as filthy rags. All right. It says Strong's definition. It says derivative of the base G5316, meaning downcast and look. The merceness, that is by implication sadness, heaviness. Okay, that's what we have to have, real quick, let me bring out another scripture, and I'm gonna go back into the Old Testament, the book of Proverbs. All right, chapter 14, verse 13. It says, even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. you know and not saying that you're supposed to be depressed and sad and all this stuff, but you need to just realize in your mindset, that we're in a time of a serious time. Solemn, the word solemn means serious. All right, to be and you have to have that word living in you, in which in return is going to give you have a serious mindset. All right, but it says even in laughter the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. A brother can be laughing, enjoying himself, but within he hurts. He's sorrowful. He's broken. All right, but we're coming into that time, and it's March 11th when the Passover begins at sunset. All right. Now, the next scripture I want to bring out is in let's see here, the book of Luke. All right, the book of Luke 22. Start at verse 31. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because two things are going to happen. You're either going to remain, or you're going to be casted out. Okay? And this is the reason I'm bringing this up, is because Peter, when you go back into that word Peter is Petros, which means a rock. But are not all we rocks? All right. So Satan is trying to sift all of us, from the greatest to the least. All right. And Yahweh Shai has already made supplication for the elect, but we had to remain in that same spirit of prayer, having a sorrowful spirit, but remain that confidence. All right. So Luke 22 and 31, and Yahweh Shai said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. Right? The faith is what? That confidence. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So none of us are exempt, because none of us know who the elect. And the elders say that even if you knew the elect, you might not even do what you're supposed to be doing, because you knew you already got it. So we all are like Peter right now, man. You know, and not only that, we all know what happened to Judas Iscariot. He was the one that Yahushua selected, which was a devil, and betrayed Yahushua. We don't want to fall into that lot, man, because he was sifted a long time ago. But Peter, the the devil, the Satan was steadily trying to sift Peter, man. That's why it's important to be circumspect. All right, be vigilant. Okay, and now I'm gonna go over here to the book of Matthew. I hope this is making sense to you, brothers. Matthew chapter 26, and I'm gonna start at verse 36. Then cometh Yahushua unto them unto a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, which was John and James, James the Great, and behold, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. Right, so Yahushua knew that the time was coming, so he began to become more and more sorrowful. Not saying that he wasn't sorrowful in the beginning of his ministry, because he was. But it's like I use that analogy about when someone's about to go to court, you know, and when it's so far behind, you're not too concerned about it, you know. But when it gets closer to that date, where you can't escape that date, that deadline or whatever it may be, the more sorrowful you become, more heavy, become more nauseous, and them different negative side effects that make one unhappy, you know. That's what Yahushua was experiencing, and that's what, you know, I'm experiencing right now. And the other brothers should be feeling the same way. Okay? And it says, Matthew 20:26 and 38, Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father Yahweh, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Because everything is set up in the spirit world that you know, everything has been written, so everything's gonna play out the way Yahweh designed it to play, regardless. Verse 40, And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What? Could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we have to pray and watch for one another, you know, because the time that we're coming in is a time where Satan is working, man, through people in our lives, through situations that may seem like they're hopeless. Like, man, like, where am I going to turn? Where am I going to go? We got to remain that faith, have that faith, and wait on the Lord, and the Lord's going to see something and open a door, you know. But we have to remain what? We have to remain faithful in that right spirit. You know, like it says, draw ye nigh to me, and I will draw nigh unto you. Purify ye your hands, you sinners. Right? So we had to remain in that same spirit. So Yahushua prayed for us. Now we have to pray for one another. Because he told Peter that Satan desires to have you, and he wants to sift you as wheat, meaning take you out. You know, and that's what's going on right now. You know, and the closer, you know, what, like I said, the Passover, the elders already proclaimed that Passover is on March 11th. So we have to prepare ourselves, you know, and get ourselves in order, you know, to the Akim. All right. Uh, Basically, that was it, man. Let me go ahead and just click on verse 37 and look into that word heavy. All right. It might be the same. All right. It says actually a
Strong's
different one.
G85, adeimaneo. Adeimaneo.
Right. It says the uh outline of biblical usage to be troubled, great distress, anguish, depressed. And if you see right here in this little box, right here, this is the strongest of the three Greek words 85, 916, 30, 76 in the New Testament for depression. To be very heavy, be full of heaviness. To be stated to loathing, to be in distress of mind, be full of heaviness, be very heavy, you know? So we have to have that same mindset, you know? Even not even during the Passover, it's supposed to be a constant thing because we know we're not worthy. We're all worthy of death, you know? And it's only through mercy and the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that he's coming back for the elect, the ones that he made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that covenant. He made a covenant. You know, so it's only by grace that we're going to be saved. You know, it's not of ourselves. You know, so we have to remain having that faith, that confidence, entwined with that sorrow, and having a heavy spirit, a broken and contrite spirit, and to hope that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has mercy on us in this time of the Passover, man. All right, but that's all I have, brothers. Hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and the brothers that taught me as well. And peace and blessing to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Until next time, I want to say shalom.